Welcome to the first episode of No Filter. I am here with Mollie Rose. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
The first show.
Thanks for having me. Hey.
I'm very excited.
So am I.
So the idea of this is to have a chat with somebody every week who is interesting, has an interesting story to tell, or has something that I would like to ask of them and whatnot. So we often work with Mollie, amazing DJ. In addition to that, she is an influencer with quite a large following, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people.
Yeah, it's growing quite a bit. It's exciting.
I think maybe the first question: how did you do that? What do you like? How did you? Where did it start? Where were you when it sort of you went? Oh, this is actually like people are following me.
Well, it actually started when I was modelling, which is quite a few years ago now. But with my following and my Instagram, I've always liked to keep it really organic. So if you know me, I'm not going to post a lot of bikini pics. Mm-hmm. I'd rather post photos, playing music or being
I
really
also
natural.
don't post bikini pics, you know.
Oh, really?
I don't. I should, but
So that's really my main thing. I've always wanted to keep it organic and really me, so never change, try not to edit things, keep it really simple, where I am, what I'm doing, so you can always just know Mollie's Mollie, goofy Mollie, never change.
And so is there, so it took off, you started growing.
Yeah.
Was there a point where you sort of went, or a number that you got to that you sort of went, okay, now I need to be a bit more strategic, rather than just like, the average person is out there and they're just posting like, oh, it's a Saturday, throw a picture up, it's a Friday, throw a picture up.
Coffee.
Yeah. When did you hit, was there a number that you hit?
I think it would have been like 9K. I went, oh, this is growing quite fast.
Yep, something's happening.
I'm seeing, obviously people with quite a even bigger following than that, charging for things or putting the hashtags and that type of thing as well. So I thought, better have a chat, better do my research and see, if I should brand it with just modelling wise, DJ wise, lifestyle wise, and really see what I want to do.
What would you say was the two things that you did that were the most successful in growing from that 9 to now up to, whatever it is?
Definitely tagging brands.
Okay.
Definitely.
What sort of brands?
Whether it be hair brands, so obviously if you know me, I like to change my hair probably every couple of weeks.
Well, it always looks great though. So.
Yeah, so I would, tag different brands, to say Schwarzkopf, for instance, and that would get their attention, which would make them repost photos, which, grows, puts you on their audience. So people are going, who's this? Oh, that hair colour's cool this week. Mollie's pink this week. So that's just that little bit of attraction from your audience and say your fans, whether it was, music-wise and modelling-wise, going, oh, that's interesting. Princess Polly, once again, you want to get their attention. It's a cute top, tag them, hashtag, that type of thing. Just really, I found, drew brands. And brands, same thing. They were still growing at that time. So it was more of a collab thing back in the day than, pay for post as it is these
definitely.
days. Yeah.
Do you think that there has been a change in, I guess, the way that brands approach you now? Is it, from when you were smaller to where you are now, has it changed?
Yeah, I think people now probably a little bit try and see what they can get out of you first.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
A little bit of, we're just going to send you some stuff, but what if I kind of do, I want everything I post, I want it to be, I want to love it.
Totally.
Not going to post.
It has to be authentic.
Yeah. I don't like tight clothes, really tight dresses and stuff. So if a brand sent me that, I'd be like, oh, it's really not me. So once again, keep it authentic, keep it you.
Totally, yeah.
But I think they approach you now, it really depends who they are. If they want to, get more exposure, if they're a new brand, they normally say, what can we do together? So I think now they really are working together with, your influencers and that type of thing instead of, back in the day.
Yeah, of course. So, for me, a big thing, and I've spoken about it before and extensively, is the idea of, social media etiquette in this space. And I think etiquette's an interesting one because, and we receive it because obviously we represent different talent. We'll have packages sent to us and someone will send a toothbrush or a toothpaste and be like, this would be great, please post. And you think, like, you've sent a $3 toothbrush and 50-cent toothpaste, why would that ever happen? Or they'll email and say, hey, if I send, this one T-shirt that retails at $14, will you guarantee a post? So obviously that's ridiculous and people shouldn't be doing that. But what is the etiquette? It happens all the time. We see it all the time. But what is the etiquette? If I'm a brand, I'm a small up-and-coming brand, I have a small following, or I've just started my Instagram, what should I be doing? And let's go tactically one by one. How should I contact you? Am I commenting? Am I Instagram DMing? Am I emailing? Am I going to an agent or manager? What should I do here?
Well, let's just go off me.
Just
so,
you,
for instance, I obviously have an agency, so my agency contact details are on my Instagram.
Yep.
So professionally, it's always best to contact the manager than the talent straight away. Or I would, send me a little DM and say, hey, we love your style. We'd love to send you a package.
I'm going to cut you off here, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm just going to say, I hate the going to the manager. Now, I am a manager, so I don't like it when I've gone around, but if it's me, I go around them all day long. I can't stand going to a manager because, there have been stories, and certainly not with your management, but there have been stories where things go missing.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too. You might see the management wearing them.
Oh, what's that jacket?
It's
the Seinfeld coat when he puts in for the dry cleaner. So I don't like that, and that's my problem. I think if you go directly to the person, a manager at the end of the day, generally speaking in the industry, a manager is receiving a percentage of some description.
Yes,
and so as a result, they likely are going to try and convert it into a paid opportunity. Otherwise, why are they there doing it?
Yeah.
So for me, and for the advice that I'm going to give, don't go to the manager. For the talent, they always want you to go.
I would send the talent first, saying,
go a DM.
Say,
I love a DM.
Hey, Molly, look, I would, what would you like me to do? I want to get in contact with you. Do you want to go through here or your manager? So it kind of gives the talent
gives you the opportunity. Absolutely.
And then you know that they've contacted you as well, so it's not like...
Absolutely.
Not
what
the
happened
brand
to that?
they go in. I emailed and sent that package to that manager.
And also, if someone's saying, here, I'm a tyre company, straight to the manager, CC management. Yeah. But if it's a really cute top or something,
you go,
fire it away.
Yeah.
So they found a way to contact you.
Yeah.
And they've insta-DM'd you.
Yeah.
What are we saying? Because, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The person can write whatever they want. They can give you the sob story, and I'm a startup and everything, and I can't stand a sob story because everyone's got one. If you want one, you can find one.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Google.
But it's like watching The Voice. So if the person's sending you a message, what are they saying in that message that's getting your attention versus someone who is not? What is the wrong thing to say?
I would say the wrong thing first.
Yeah, what shouldn't they say?
Wrong thing first is, hey, I'm going to send you stuff. Please post it on your next gig. You're like, okay,
why would they do that?
Who are you? Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Approach me, personalise it. Hey Molly, I'd rather you stalk my Instagram or my socials and say, oh, that was a cool gig she did last week. Looks like you had fun at Pack Fair last week.
Yeah, and that's interesting because that is clear that someone is lazy and did no work.
Yeah.
If they've just gone...
I've been told that I have to contact this influencer.
Yes, fire. Yeah. That doesn't work. You need to spend some time, do some work. Yeah. And I think as well it's rude because it took you time, it took you tactical skills to try and grow your following.
100%.
And to not appreciate that is obviously ridiculous. So the person said, so they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't be saying things like, what are your thoughts? Let's say we're dealing with a product.
Yeah.
So just to eliminate this part quickly, if you have a product and the product is cheap to you, now cheap is different depending on, your own circumstances, but if you can afford to send that product with no guarantee of return, you should just send the product. Don't try and get a guarantee, it just won't happen.
Yeah.
But if the person has a product that's expensive, and it could be, I don't want to say something as... If it doesn't have, let's say it's PlayStation.
Yeah.
If it's PlayStation, everyone wants a PlayStation. So, that brand has great equity.
Yes,
you want that. If it's a product that's quite expensive, though, and maybe they can't afford to just be sending them out all the time, and realistically they do need you to guarantee something's going to come of it.
Yeah.
And, we're a PR agency. I've had that on many occasions where the client will say, well, if we send this, what happens? Can you guarantee? And of course, we can't guarantee 9 times out of 10. What can they say that's not rude, that's not going to, make you go, move on, to explain, look, this is what it is. how do they ask for a post? And appreciate the fact that you've got a following, you've worked for that. How can they do that? In the message, what are they saying to you?
I would really, again, keep it personal and say, we've been following you for a while. PlayStation would love to be a part of, your life, your branding. What's your thoughts? Get back to us. We'd love to have a chat. Maybe it's like an introduction to have more of a conversation with them than just
So if someone does say to you, look, here's the product, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We think it fits into your life for the following reasons because we've seen X, Y, and Z. Yeah. If we send this to you, given it's a very valuable product, etc. Yeah. Is there a chance that, you will post about the product? Is that etiquette sufficient? Do you find that's okay?
I think that's lovely because, like I said, it's still giving those reasons why they think that they want their product to suit your lifestyle. Yeah, research once again, getting to know the person that you contact.
That's super important, and I think that as well. It comes back to appreciating that you've spent a lot of time and effort to grow your following, and for someone to just come along and try and use and abuse.
And most of the time, if you're a decent influencer, you're going to respond respectfully and say, absolutely, that's worth a lot of money, of course.
Most definitely.
Let's collab, or let's see what we can do.
Do you have, let's say, of the last 10 agencies or brands that reached out to you?
Yeah.
Of those 10, how many would you say of those 10 did it right? We won't say the last 10 because we're not going off. Someone just sent you a message this morning. Let's say 10 recent ones, take an average of 10 that you received in the last year. Yeah. How many did that right?
Probably 2 or 3.
I mean, that's the best number I've heard. I mean, that's great.
That's been good probably this year. Last year, maybe 1.
I mean, and how many requests did you get last year, do you think? Hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds.
And there's a couple that did it right.
A couple out of hundreds. Isn't that a crazy number that you think couldn't approach someone properly?
And do you think that your split is more brands direct, small business owners, medium business owners, or are they agencies? Because for me, if you're a business owner and you've blown it, you're an idiot. But I can understand why you blew it because you're getting there and you're working it out. If you're an agency and you're blowing it, you're being paid to suck. That's...
Which most of mine last year were agencies, which is the funny thing. And now
isn't that fascinating?
When people ask about them, you don't want to say. You should see the emails they sent me last year.
Incredible. And tell me, I often hear money talks. Yep. Everyone says that. If someone just shoots you an Insta DM and says, what's your post rate? Is that...
Look, it's confronting and you feel bad a little bit. That's just me because I love doing everything for everyone. That's my personality. But obviously at the end of the day, everyone needs to make money. That's the industry. Can't do everything for free.
No.
I don't think you should just straight away say, hi, what do you charge? Again, personalise it. Hey, looks like you've been having the best time the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Do you want to let us know how much you charge? Or do we need to contact your manager, the favourite?
Look, when money's involved, I get why a manager's involved because it's awkward for you to be negotiating on price and things. So I think totally
that's really management should always negotiate and pay.
How many requests do you get from people who want to collab with you? That are not brands, that are people.
That are people. It would be more since I've been DJing. So, gosh, it could be up to singers, producers, other DJs.
But you're not getting let's do a share for share type thing.
Not really.
Isn't that interesting?
Which I find weird because you'd want to, even now on SoundCloud or something, I'm reposting and sharing things because my mix just got shared.
Well, you engage. Yeah, you engage as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, but I don't think there's much of that happening anymore. The whole share for share or
I think a lot of people are very
actually should happen more. I reckon more influencers, more artists should be meeting up and collabing because business these days is on your social platforms.
Absolutely,
if you're seen mingling with other people like with likewise
I think it's really effective now. I mean, a lot of people now want personal brands, and they the influencer is, I think, maybe the next evolution of the entrepreneur. I think entrepreneurs, and I can't say that word anymore, but I think they were cool. And I mean, they're still cool, but they're cool. But now the next thing is the influencer. Everyone wants to have 1 million followers and, fly around the world and be paid to go to Bora Bora. I mean, who doesn't? But I think that's the new thing. And I'm surprised that people who are looking for personal profiles aren't reaching out to people like you and going, hey, let's do something together.
Yeah.
Let's you know, maybe there's some value that I can offer you, maybe some value that you can offer me.
Yeah, definitely.
What can we sort of
Hit me
do?
up, guys.
Insta DM, that's where it's
Come
at.
on.
You know, I had someone DM me just this morning actually
Yeah.
and asked me, they want to do something with me, get some advice on an app and get some help. And it's funny because I receive hundreds of emails a day.
Yeah.
But I receive very few Instagram DMs, and so the cut through there is
exciting.
Well, look, but
yeah.
the cut through there has been impressive because
definitely.
I was sitting at my desk between 300 phone calls and 100 emails,
You went,
and
"Hello,
it popped
DM."
up, and I went, "What
Hello.
is this? Hello." Popped it open. She got a reply in under 30 seconds. There's some people on my emails in the wait days.
I agree. Anything
And
pops
she
up.
had
on
a
social-
story. She had a story on the DM about following me.
See? It's
And I have 12 followers. So.
Hey. Personalised.
Look at that. So I want to just go back to etiquette very quickly because it's an interesting one. We obviously do a lot of events and you're fabulous. You always come to our events. We love that. But where is it? I mean, we have a relationship and I think that's great. But for people who you don't know, for example, and you know, especially as you now travel more interstate and go to Melbourne and Sydney and those places, who you may not know as many people, if you're invited to an event, how do you determine whether or not that gets a post? You know, or, and I've seen it before, people will attend an event, post and not tag. They'll just say, went to lunch
Which
today.
I think is quite rude.
Well, I mean, you know, why?
Personally. Well, you've been invited. They've thought of you. Clearly, they think you're an asset to coming, which, first of all, you should appreciate that straight away. Not everyone gets invited to these events around the world. It's, you know, it's a big deal.
It is, yeah.
So, personally, if I'm invited to anything, and once again, I'll only go to things that I support, I will always post. That's just my rule. So, everyone's different. I know a few influencers who will only, you know, if they'll only get paid to post.
Yeah. And so you're making that decision at invite level.
Definitely.
If I'm going, it's coming with a post.
Yep, if I'm going.
So now if we see you at an event you don't post, they're going to email you now and say what happens.
That's fine.
No.
I don't like you. No, I'm kidding.
I got there, met you and hated you, so now you get nothing.
Change my mind.
No, I think that's good that that it's at the invite level. The other thing as well, you know, I think your page in particular.
Yep.
The theme of, I think, your page is fun in general. And like I said, it's very authentically you and it's your life. Some people have very highly curated pages.
Yes.
And so,
if it doesn't match their theme, they might
how do they get
post.
a picture? How does that work? You know, whatever.
Yes.
Do you think it's that they just shouldn't attend? No. Or do you think they have an obligation to say, look, I'm happy to come along, but I'm not going to post?
I definitely think they should let them know. 100%.
Really?
Because then,
which no one will ever do. No one's doing
but
that.
then the client has the option to invite someone else who's going to, you know, give more exposure to that company. Why have that person there if they're just going to sit there unless they're massive, say, with 10 million followers?
Yes.
And that's exposure to that company.
Yeah, absolutely.
By, you know, the newspaper taking a photo of that person being there. I think that's a little bit of a different story.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's exposure from a different medium. All right, well, thank you for tuning to this episode. We had my good friend, Mollie Rose, on. Tell us, what's happening with you?
A lot at the moment. Head over, follow me on Instagram. It's DJ Mollie Rose, and it's Mollie with an IE, in case you all get confused. I've done a remix as well for Beats. They're a girl group. Check that out. DJ Mollie Rose on SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes. Buy it.
It's so good. I was listening to it just the other day when it came out. It's really phenomenal. So make sure you go and watch that. And we should include it in some way in this clip because then it's like they're getting.
Put a little linky
we'll
down
do something.
low,
Yeah, I love it. Fantastic. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you follow all the different social channels. I'm sure they're appearing somewhere on your screen now. See you next week.
Bye.